talk about the reincarnation of Maryland Championship Wrestling. I signed up to Bone Breakers Wrestling School. I was 17 years old in the year 2000, okay? Danny McDevitt, Corporal Punishment, put his passion, put his life into the Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup. And when it became too much, to maintain, when Danny McDevitt decided to focus on his personal, he took a sabbatical. But now MCW is being reincarnated. It was reincarnated in 2006, and that man right there, Ruckus, was the first ever Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup winner in 2006 after the reincarnation of this prestigious tournament. And you talk about prestigious tournaments in professional wrestling, this is up there. You talk about big wrestling events. I'm not talking about the WrestleManias of the world. I'm talking about the likes of the Super 8, huge tournaments. Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup brings so much respect. That's why the best from all over the globe come to compete. The best like Ruckus, the best like Rich Swann, the best like Tommaso Ciampa, the best like Ryan McBride.
All those competitors know what it means to be a part of this. And right now, we're seeing a little bit of acrobatics here. Rich Swann is able to get out of that one. And Rich Swann to the outside, but not for long. Ruckus down on his back, but he gets right back up. And I tell you what, Tiny Tim, you're going to see a ton of this throughout this matchup.
See, man, this is one of those moments where I'm happy I'm not the play-by-play guy, because I don't have to call the madness. Good luck keeping up with this.
I got to tell you what, my tongue has already been tied a few times in this matchup. Rich Swann, now Ruckus, Ruckus, now Rich Swann. You can never tell. They're always just going back and forth.
Hey, do you see the mats on the outside that they're landing on?
I don't see any mats.
No, you don't see any mats. That's concrete that Ruckus just got tilt-a-whirled, hurricane-rotted upon. And now these two are exchanging chops back and forth, striking the flesh off each other's chest. Ain't nothing pretty about what's going on the outside of the green rooms.
Ruckus is trying to get things going here quite early on in the matchup. Oh, against his back hard, against the ring there. That has got to hurt right there. But you know what? Ruckus knows what he has to do. He knows what he has to do to win, to get into that matchup, to win the Shamrock Cup. He's going to do whatever he's got to do to make that happen.
Here's what's at stake, man. A spot in the most prestigious match in independent wrestling. A spot in the Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup match. A 6-man match. Draping him over that guardrail. The winner of this will advance to the finals.
Something tells me that was just a setup.
Oh, something tells you that? Something tells you that? Well, what does this tell you, Mart?
It tells me that Rich Swann's about to get hurt. Holy mother of God.
Damn.
That was a kick right to the head of Rich Swann. Rich Swann is on the ground. Referee trying to do what he can to get these two back into the ring. I think it's in the best interest of Mr. Swann that they get back up in the ring there.
And you got to wonder, I know in the past there's been a double disqualification or a double countout on a Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup or an injury, and that means you lose the spot. If we get a double countout here, that means nobody advances in this matchup.
Nobody knows these rules like you do there.
No, there's people that know them.
Oh my gosh, that would have been pretty if he landed it, but Ruckus saw nothing but the yellow mat on that one. Rich Swann going to try and capitalize on that with a pin, and it's
Ruckus,
just a 2 count there.
This is why
a little more than that, don't you think?
I think it is. I think we're still early in the first quarter in this matchup. But keep in mind, it only takes 3 seconds. Forearm across the orbital bone. 2 count. And look at this.
Going to try it again. 2, and ooh.
Something I want you to think about here, Mark. Every time you go for a lateral press, every time you go for the pinfall, it exerts energy to kick out. Rich Swann knows what he's doing.
Another pin, 2, and it's only a 2 count. Once again, Ruckus, a seasoned veteran. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put him out of this tournament.
Ruckus is a guy that I've known for a long time, man. Native has really worked his way up the ranks to become a sensation in the professional wrestling industry, and that is a reason why. Innovative maneuvers like
and
that.
1, 2. Will it be 3? Not enough.
Speaking of innovative, did you happen to catch the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, current TNA superstar, former ECW champion, in the building already? Did you happen to catch that we have a new MCW heavyweight champ?
I tell you what, I think the people passing on 695 caught that.
And Rich Swann catching those shoulders. That was your segue.
Man, those two.
Threw you a softball there.
You know what? You're absolutely right. But don't forget, like you were saying, Tommy Dreamer is going to be in action a little bit later on tonight.
I think Tommy Dreamer already got his licks in. I know the guy's still got something left. I know Tommy pretty well, and Tommy's one of those guys that he ain't leaving until he makes an impression. Absolutely. And I feel like Tommy has just gotten started here tonight at the 10th Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup.
You know, I tell you what, I apologize for missing that segue a little bit earlier, but how can you even pay attention to anything else but this matchup going on in the ring right here? These two competitors are so evenly matched. Except one has more experience than the other, but man, physically, these guys always put on a match of legend.
That's true. Oh, there's a stiff forearm in the corner out of Rich Swann. I've never seen Rich Swann in action. I'm impressed thus far, man. Look at him.
We're gonna hook him.
Oh, man. Look at that sunset driver.
2. Oh, my goodness.
See, and that's the problem. That's maybe where experience would have come into hand for Rich Swann. He didn't catch him right. He didn't keep his shoulders on the mat upon impact.
No,
Ruckus was able to roll through a little bit, and I think that's what led to the kick out.
Rich Swann's going to try and get Ruckus against the ropes. Ruckus trying to do a little... Oh, man.
This version of the crucifix submission.
This is going to hurt. This has got to hurt.
I ask you, I mean, if you could imagine the most innovative maneuvers in professional wrestling, if you could just think about what you would do to a human being, I swear to God, Ruckus sits in the lab and just thinks about ways to hurt people.
Holy, I don't know how he can get out of this one. 1, 2. Wow, Rich
That's how you get out of it.
That bottom rope is called a lifeline right there.
That's good ring presence though. Out of the semi-rookie, Rich. That's good ring presence. Aware of his surroundings, knowing the bottom rope was there to be able to get out of that pinning predicament because he knows what's at stake, a spot in the finals of the Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup.
Rich Swann seems to be seeing stars at the moment. Ruckus is going to capitalize on that.
Yeah, he's in the ring with one.
Missed clothesline.
Oh!
Kick to the head by Rich Swann on the former Shamrock winner and former champ, Ruckus. Ruckus seems to be out in the center of the ring. Rich Swann looks like he's ready to make something happen here. Let's see if he can make it work.
Booyaka Shah, that kick may have knocked the chocolate out of Ruckus City. Standing 450.
2, 3.
And the young blood advances in the Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup. You want to talk about an upset?